What is happening, everyone? Luke McGuire here. Massive apology about the little bit of a late start today. It has just been a wild morning, getting my son up and about and to school and forgetting things and trying to do it all with the missus being sick. It's been a bit of one of those mornings, but we are here now, and I am excited for this training. If you're here too, let me know. Um, Let me know in the comments. Say hello. I'm sure many of you might have popped up to get a coffee or do something because I know it is a bit late, but I'm going to be making up for it. As I've said in the emails, I've decided to create this training, and I might even turn this into a bit of a series where we'll go into doing this every single week because, recently when I've been looking at all these different product launches coming out and tools that are coming out and uh, changes in AI and what's happening in the space. There's so many things that you can do that essentially uh, one could do themselves for free using different tools that are already available online. And it's because of the new ChatGPT 4.0 model that they released probably 2, 3 weeks ago now. Um, Even that alone is just such a cool ground-breaking type of um, system that I thought this is something I could really do for my audience that isn't going to cost them $1 to do. And I thought I wanted to do this webinar to bring it all together. Also, excuse me again if I've got a weird sounding voice today outside of being Australian. It's even more weird for you guys because I've been a little bit sick, and again, I don't know. I'm just so bad when it comes to either um, germs at school. Any parents here, I'm sure, would be able to relate uh, how dirty kids can really be at times, even though we love them more than anything. They seem to pick up every bug and sickness in the world. And then uh, I've also been running around trying to get things sorted. So uh, not just for this, but for some other major things that I've got coming up. Um, so before we get started today, let's just go over a quick plan. There's a lot to share, and this might even be broken down into 2 different webinars, or maybe even 2 different webinars, and I might even give you guys some type of membership site that you can access some shorter videos as well. But if I go here and I type something in, like, let's just go here and we'll say key things I want to share with you, at least in today's webinar. ChatGPT 4.0. What are the main changes? How can we use it? Our best marketing efforts. Why is this change so big? Secondly, I want to go over, let's go over at least 3 main free to use tools. And finally, let's do some real use case examples from you guys. Oh wait, that's what I'm saying as well. Used free to use tools, and then let's have a look at how we can set up our own AI support bot in our free go high level support area. And from there, what we'll do is let's make sure we at least get through that. Anything else we can do in part 2. I wanted this to be a kind of a rapid fire. Here's one tool, here's another, here's the next one, here's the next one, here's the next one, and again, have it all be free. I'm not selling anything to you guys here, so you don't need to worry about what's the catch. It's I've had to do a lot of things recently where things have seemed too good to be true. I've known that, I've still done them, and they have been always too good to be true. And the one thing I always try to do is do things that are to many too good to be true, but I think are just quite normal and what you'd expect people who want to help other people is to do, and do things for free. So if you're ready to get started with me today, again, I know it's late, and again, I do apologize. Right, yes, in the chat box, and we will get started right away. So let me know. Say good morning, say hello. I'm excited. Tim, thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Tim. Tim, right? I don't ever worry with you, and know you always have our best intention at heart. Shane says, don't you love dropping our kids to school and see half a dozen with green runny noses? Yeah, it's funny. My son's 6, and he runs around, and he comes home with the most funny things in his pocket lately. He's at the stage where he's collecting random things off the ground, and I'm checking his pockets every day, what he's actually doing. Cleaned his room the other week, found he had a secret drawer where he was just putting miscellaneous items that he's found around the place. And there was and then he started to use it as like a extra food drawer that he would just start storing snacks in there that we give him. He'd tell us he ate them, and then he's still storing them in this little box. It's pretty funny. All right, cool. Cool. What's up, Paramars? Good to see you here. All right. So the first thing we're going to be doing is hopping into ChatGPT, and we're going to go ahead here and start our journey. So here, what I've got here is I use the paid version of ChatGPT. All you need to do is you can just go to this link up the top here. I'll just put this down in the chat box for you guys. What I might even do is create a new document. I can send that to you as well, but I'll put this in the chat box for you guys. All this webinar. June. Paste this here for you guys. And I'll send you guys this link. If you decide you want to just click on different links through here as we go along. So in here, you should have access to ChatGPT 4.0 by now. Let me know if you do have it. Right, yes, in the box. I have the paid system, which is about, I believe, about $20 a month, and that's Australian, so it'd be even less if it's US. But the free that they have told everyone that the new system ChatGPT 4.0 has to have that little O next to it, will be rolled out free to everyone. So that was weeks ago, and it's also why I didn't do this webinar right away when it first came out, because I wanted to make sure that as many people here would have access for it. If you don't have access yet, it should be rolled out to you within the next week. So it's still important to watch this, because you'll be blown away with what it can do. So some things here that in ChatGPT 4.0. And there's a lot of new things, a lot of ways you can use it. And we're finally at the point in this AI world where it really now comes down to how mentally creative you can be. So your creativity is now what will limit you, or I guess expand you, depending on where you're at. But essentially, the goal with this is think as creative and detailed as possible. So I'm talking about that. Let me go here. essentially things like, and then I'll write some things down here so you can know what it is I want you to try out afterwards. Is that it now has live access to the internet. So what else is that? So in the past with ChatGPT, it was basically checking everything off a giant repository of information, I guess scoured from everywhere on the internet, but it was dated from years ago. So anything new, if you wanted to find out stats about something, if it's a football game versus a different team over this year, and you wanted ChatGPT to work it out, you couldn't do it unless you fed that actual information of the stats you want in. But now you could say, what is the overall chance of, I don't know, let's say Novak Djokovic winning whatever tournament he's in right now, French Open or whatever it might be. And it can go out and give you those stats. You can have it analyze pictures now to a whole new level. You can do so much because it has that live access, and we'll go into some examples rather than me talk about it. Now we've also got the ChatGPT now has access to your live camera. Phone or which does sound creepy, but you have to give it permission first. Now, I've been using it on my phone so much, kind of like this, how I'm talking to you guys now. I can now talk, actually that's what I should say as well, access to your microphone, if you let it. So, and before I say this, I should say, some people I know are scared of giving access to things like these tools to their phone or their computer, right? So write me in the box if that's a concern for you, right? Write me, let me know what you think. If that has been a previous concern to you. And Faramaz, I can see your messages here, so I'll respond to everyone here and be able to manage this chat section. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we've got no one here saying me though, in relation to being scared of things like that, which is good, well done. We've got a lot of forward thinkers here that are ready to embrace change. I know change can be scary, but you know, change is where big opportunities happen. And if people who are proactive in change can really, really dominate on lives. So now that since it has access to our camera and our microphone, we can now talk to it and have it see us and explain things about us and what we're doing, which is pretty amazing. So what I normally do is I'll have ChatGPT here. I'll pull it up on my phone because we'll just have a little chat to it real quick as an example. And of what I might be doing. So say I'm on my computer here, I'm doing work, and I want it to actually go in and analyze a picture. I'm going to actually, let me see how creepy I can get this for you guys. Got a bunch of attendees here. I'm just going to take a photo of it, of you guys, just of your names. And I'll upload that photo into my phone here. And I'm going to ask it, hey ChatGPT, I've just uploaded a photo here of the members of today's webinar. So the people who are currently attending, can you just do me a favor and have a look through their names and just let me know what your favorite names from these users are. And now it's going ahead and actually giving me a list of, I'm just going to show it running here somewhere. Actually, what I should have done is taken this photo on the computer and shown you this, but it just came through with a bunch of text. But now let me see if I can get it to talk back to me here. Second. Hey chat, I appreciate those responses. Hey, can you just can you just respond back to me the last response you did that you wrote back to me in text?
Here are some names from the list that stand out to me. 1. Deepin K. 2. Faramars K. 3. Keelan Leong. 4. Maki Sioannidis. 5. Simone Foster. 6. Ted Huang. 7. Wolfgang 8. Jana Denisiuk. These names have unique qualities or interesting sounds that make them memorable.
Thanks for that. Also, what would you say out of all of these people here if I said that one of them is going to win a prize later on today's webinar?
That sounds exciting. If I had to choose a name that might win a prize later on today's webinar, I might go with Wolfgang. It's a strong and memorable name that stands out.
Thanks for that. Hey, on this webinar, I'm going to be talking quite a bit. If I leave the chat open with you, can you just write me a summarization of all the notes of today's training so I can include it in the description of this webinar afterwards? And that's why my phone froze. Hey, I'm going to be doing a chat on the rest of this webinar. So I'm going to keep on talking. Oh, see, that's where I disconnected. Let me try that one again. Hey, sorry about that. Must have had a disconnection issue. I'm going to be chatting the rest of this webinar that I'm doing right now. Can you just listen to it with me and just write me a list of a description for this entire webinar of key points for me so that I can then include that in the description when I upload this video later?
Sure, I'd be happy to help you with that. Go ahead and start the webinar, and I'll note the key points and descriptions for you. Just let me know when you're ready to begin.
Thank you. So that's just a couple of ways you can do that, and you can do that for free on your phone. All you need to do is go to your app store, whether it's on Apple or Google, and type in Chat GPT to make sure that you can actually have that. Let me go. And what I might even do on next week's webinar, I'll sync my phone to my screen so you can see exactly where I go, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me even put this link here for you guys. In this section here, you can go ahead and download it here. It should open it for that iOS here. If you're on Apple, if you're on Mac, sorry, if you're on Apple iPhone, and then if you want to do it for Mac, it might be a similar page. And there we go. There we go. So now you've got access to both of these. You can go ahead and download and install that. And in the bottom right corner of the actual chatting of the actual where you enter text. So in this section here, where you chat down the bottom, there's a message GPT. You can actually, there'll be a little microphone here, and you can start talking to it, and you can start asking it absolutely anything at all. You can ask it to create you documents, anything that you type in here, by the way, you can use it in ChatGPT. My actual challenge for you between this webinar and next week's webinar is to use ChatGPT instead of Google for one whole week. Right now, since we're on this tool right now, let's go into something pretty cool here, and start creating different things directly from our messaging here. So make sure ChatGPT 4 selected up here, and we can say something like, let's even start with imagery here, because this might be fun. This might be a good way, because I want to give away a prize to one of you guys in today's training. What I'm going to do is say something like this. I could say anything, right? Say, hey there, I'm wanting to create a short children's book for kids 6 to 10 years old. I am writing to wanting you to create a quick overview of it. It will be the sequel to The Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy will land in Australia instead of Oz, and then meet 3 new friends she has to help, like in the original. Get creative and keep it fun. So I'll say something like that first. And I can let it keep on going. Okay, great. So this is where you can start to get cool with it. And this is the way I like to talk with ChatGPT. And we'll go through some examples of the best way to get the most out of your messages and prompts using this tool in a minute. But I'll say something like that, like say, great. Now, can you create me 3 different examples of the cover art you would suggest? Would be really fun. That is eye-catching. Will draw people's attention and be exciting for kids who see it too. And it's instantly now going out and creating the imagery just for the cover art for it. And we can click this open. Now that's pretty cool if you ask me in just a few seconds on the first try how things can go and how quickly you can start building out not just this rubbishy AI imagery, but stuff that you could actually use right away, right? Now, right wow in the chat box if you think that's actually pretty amazing, because I think that's insane. But it gets a lot more crazy here. But that's one thing I wanted to I'd just share how cool things can get. And you know, when I first did this, actually the first example I did here, which I'll show you again in a minute, the first thing I ever did, it was crazy. And as well, as I show you these next parts, I want you to think of an idea that you can use. And if you and I'll give you a couple of minutes shortly to actually do it yourself, and basically follow the steps that I'm sharing now, and then we can share a few other covers that you guys have made, just as an example here, because I think it's really cool if we see how we're all doing it. And when you're doing this with me, you'll be able to essentially get it locked in your head of what you can actually do here. So we've got that. We love it. We can click out. Now, but if I didn't love it, what I can say is, that's amazing and perfect. Can you please create 2 other variations? Let me go to Google here and type in what size is the average children's book? I should say dimensions, but let's just try that. Let's go 10 by 8 landscape. Now I'll go back over here. In a 10 by 8 landscape for the same book concept. Shirley says, I believe the free version does not have image, or what I'm talking about, only paid version only. So that's what I was saying earlier. If you have ChatGPT 4.0, which is going to be run out for everyone for free, let me just show you this. ChatGPT 4.0 free. See, we got it here. And yeah, so it's in their actual format, it's becoming free. It's being rolled out to the public. It should be available for you for free now. And if not, you've just got to update your app to make it there. So, and look at that, 2 more insane. Where are we? Let's just paste these in here so that you can get an idea of some of these. Where are we? Yeah. Isn't it just, it's just so cool, right? Now we go back here, and we can go that and say absolutely love this. Can we now incorporate into one last example the 3 key members, the cowardly lion from Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, and the Scarecrow from the original books, original movie / book, and make them other examples more relevant examples in this cover art. Also, good point here. Just someone said here, interesting how they spelled Australia here. You can see up here, they spelled Australia wrong. They put 2 I's up here. So sometimes this is where you have to still have a keen eye, not trust it 100%. They've spelled it wrong with 2 I's up here, right? Now look at that. You just can get more and more close to what it is you are after. So what I'm going to do here actually as well is go File, New, Document. And I'm going to give you guys access to even edit this here, all right? So I'm giving you guys access because I want you guys and people that engage, I'm going to give a prize to. So you engage as much as you can throughout this webinar. I'm going to put this down in the chat down here. Let me get rid of that image again. There you go. So all you need to do is go to your chat that you've done here, right click on your image, copy it, and then go and hit paste underneath this here. So I want to see your examples. I'm going to add this in the chat box, and I'm just going to give you guys a couple of minutes. I'm just going to run off just to say bye to my missus, and then I'll be back in a second, but I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to do this. I won't be taking. All right, guys, sorry about that. Okay. Hey guys, thanks so much for being patient with me just there. And have I done something wrong on this here that you can't actually copy and paste it? Well, some people are creating stuff here. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and share this down here. And link editor. And for those that, so if you don't have it yet, oh yeah, you guys are already in here. You are in here. So if anyone's done this method, gone across here, chucked it down, let me know if you've been able to do it in yours. Shirley says you're on a free plan, so you're unable to create images. So again, ChatGPT 4.0 is being rolled out. Let me even see if I can find an example up here. Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't tried this one, but you can try this if you want to hear. Ask chat. Let me put it in our other notes. I'll put it in the chat box down here too. Like this. But again, some of these. This looks like something I'd go check out anyway. If you haven't got it for free yet included on yours. But you need to make sure when you're in here that up in the corner you select 4.0 if it's available to you. If you've been on anything prior, you can go down here into these other sections here, but you should be able to get access to one of those two there. If not, I will do a search after this because you will be getting it for free. It comes out for free to everyone. They said that it's already been rolled out. Most people should have it. So if you do have a free plan as well, and you've got it for free and you're using it right now, let me know in the chat box below. But it is being rolled out to everyone for free. They do normally roll things out originally though to people that are paying for it, but I think it's $15 a month, and you know, it's a tool that I think is just it's just such a game changer. I use it now for everything. And the challenge I had for you here was use it for a week. Where are we? I did that here. Let me copy these images across for this training. Copy image. I've done that one. Okay, cool. Now you can start getting more creative and playing around with it. So say for this last image saying, love the last image concept. If we can now change the lion and the scarecrow and the tin man into being, let's just say, cowardly koala, a shy platypus, and a what's another one I could do? Kangaroo with no heart. Platypus. The 3 people she needs to help. Format says they've got it, tried on the mobile version, but I've ended up with a grey image. Give it a go on your desktop later and make sure you're updated. Shirley here says, the free version of GPT 4.0, and you get the idea here. Here's one where they've, again, messed up the spelling of the name, these weird things. So this can happen, so it's important to keep an eye on. Anyway, I'm going to say, I don't like this one. Can we stick with the one before? And can you please now go ahead and design the first 3 pages of this with text included of this story. And I could change the sizing and whatnot if needed. I'll let it do this first. I might just go ahead. You can see it knows what the story of the Wizard of Oz is. It knows, it's read the book, and it's given the first 3 pages. And I'll say great. Now turn these pages into design work imagery. How didn't it comply? I am using this as a trial of your capabilities. All right. It went to do it again. So now I'll try generating an illustration of page 1 again. And now it's just doing half. So sometimes this is where we still just need to do a little bit of work. But even with this is something that we can go, okay, this looks really, really cool. How can I actually get it to generate things further? And I need to find, I've got an example here somewhere that I can show you guys. I want this one load. Shit. And you can see this. Let me see what I did for these chats here. Create me images for the first 3 pages of a children's book of the Wizard of Oz, except in Australia. And you can see here, these were the first 3 pages that built for me the other day when I was doing this example. And you can see it's just insane. So I'll copy these as well so you can refer to these in future. And I'll write the prompt above that I wrote. So sometimes they say, you'll see a lot of people that are going to teach you that they're going to teach you how to use ChatGPT and also get as detailed as possible. And sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you would, if you like, it basically will limit what it can do. And you'll see here in these images that, oh cool, someone struck that image on, let me have a look. Oh, whoopsies, I don't know how I copied that one instead. There we go. And you can see the text here isn't actually set up with the actual text itself, but you've got these images now which you can easily, if they get the text right, I can tell it to now edit this photo. Let me see if I can even do that here. Um, and then here I can select this text saying, and I can say, oh, and so edit this section down here, and I would say something like, please replace with the text, hey Dorothy, and then as the header bold text, and then continue the storybook below of what's happening here. While it does that, and we'll see what it says, let's have a look at what you guys did over here. Sammy the Friendly Shark in the Caribbean Adventure. See, pretty cool. Well done. And it's like, you know, if you do that over and over again, like this is something where you instantly have become a graphic designer, right? So you can use this not just for storybooks. This is just one example of what we can use it for. Where do we want? What does I hit back? Whoops. Yeah. Can you change the um, one to 4 sections 1? Can you replace it with text saying, how are you? I see now it's gone and done some weird over the top thing here. So it'll take a bit of playing around with. I don't know why it sends me this view analysis thing, but it's essentially something that we can just get started with this. And there is a bit of playing around you can do. And there's other plugins, which I'll show you later in this webinar, that you can implement that can really, really help this. So let me go ahead and actually show you how this all came about. Let me go, before we move into that section. So I was playing this around with my son the other day. I was telling him to help me, to tell me things to create. My son wanted a crab with green pants, and then he wanted a flying hedgehog with wings on a skateboard, and then the biggest crab he could ever find eating something. And then it made me think a bit further. So what I did was, my partner's fiance, he owns a pool cleaning company, and I said, hey, can you design a picture of a alligator with big bubbly I wrote it here, alligator in a pool cleaning outfit holding a pool leaf net in front of a pool with a banner style text image and with writing saying Mitch's Pool Care for a pool cleaning service company based on the Gold Coast, Australia. And it did this. And I was like, that's pretty darn cool. So instantly with that, you could take that, move it across and implement that into essentially anything, right? You can take that and you can move that into, you can become a logo designer, a website designer, a banner designer, right? You can just use that in so many different ways because you can change, you can create new artwork and designs for anything at all. Now, I could take this and I could then and I could then re-edit it. I then was I'm getting it to design logos for another brand here. It's a lingerie company, and it went ahead and started building that. I said, can it make me a website design? So it made me a rough design here of what they think the website should look like. And now there's ways inside of ChatGPT for it to build this actual website rather than this sketch. And remember, that it's doing this in about 3 seconds. I said, can you give me the next page of the website going down? So I built this out. I said to design some wedding cards. It did that. I said make it more gothic. It did that. For some reason, these two look very familiar to the couple out of Twilight. And you can ask it as much as you want. Now, and then I asked it to make me a jingle for it to sing to me, and it did on the phone itself. Now, that was pretty cool, and I was doing this pretty late at night, and I thought, okay, how can I use this, some other features of this? And I asked it to go out and I started using the camera. So now you can actually take your phone and actually bring anything into it that you see and have it create it into a logo or into a design or into a drawing, or it can tell you, it can help you with things. If you don't know where you are, you can take a picture of an area and it will tell you where to go. Blind people are using ChatGPT now with their camera and being able to walk around, getting a whole new mental image of what they're seeing in life in real time. They can say, hey, for the next hour, can you walk around with me? And every time I stop, tell me what's in front of me. And they'll say, you're at a set of lights. And he'll say, and you can talk back to it saying, can you let me know when it's fine to walk, when the light turns green? And when it goes green, it will tell him, it'll speak it out to him. If he's standing in front of the lake and there's birds and ducks diving under, the ChatGPT will say there's 5 ducks in the water. They're brown in color. 2 of them are smaller. There's a mother duck. They're jumping under the water, potentially fishing for food. It's pretty amazing how it's beginning to change people's lives. So that's one way the camera is being used. Another way, more simply, I took a picture of inside my fridge. Where is it? Yeah, this is the picture I took of just inside my fridge. If it's still going to be here, it might not be. But let me see if I can find this image itself on my phone, because I want to share this with you guys because it was pretty cool. And I'll just send it over quickly to my computer. But basically, I took a picture of inside my fridge, and it came back to me with if it's going to take a minute, I'll just run with the story here. It came back to me with a live example of must be here somewhere. Here it is. And we can even do this again right now. And drop. Looks iMac. Cool. Let's go new chat. Down the bottom here, there's this image button, upload from computer. And let's see if I can find it easily. Image in img.in. Yeah. Some uploads feature. And I'm going to say something in this. I'll say something like, can you make me a meal that has 40 grams of protein from the leftovers found here in the fridge? And boom. It's going to not only do that, it's going to tell me how to make it. Protein turkey and cheese wrap with a side of yogurt. So that's the YoPro protein yogurt, 20 grams of protein per serve. So look at this. You can see the turkey here. You can see the yogurt here. And it knows that this brand of yogurt has 20 grams of protein per serve because it's checked it online. And it said something about the Bega cheese here, which is wild. I did another example, and it could tell what this yogurt was back here by the logo. It could somehow figure that out. So the Vegemite up here, and Americans know that we love our Vegemite. But pretty amazing, and gave it me a really, really good breakdown of what's included and things. And that's what it can do with your camera, which is insane. You could take a picture of yourself and ask it to draw a sketch of you, right? It's getting pretty wild, the possibilities of what things you can do right away. Tim says, yeah, you're a Vegemite eater. So oh yeah, I'm just checking out some of your comments. Tim, that is a coincidence. So you can start playing around with things like that. But now in terms of more of a marketing aspect of things, think about how you can use this for your own business. I could say, design me a welcome email targeted at cold leads for my pool cleaning company. I want it to have a free inspection and quote element, and I want it to be a really clean, value added, benefit driven email message. Please include elements and design. Make it really modern and can you show me 3 visual versions of this? My business name is Luke's Pool Cleaning, and I'd like you to include our logo in it. Please create an image example first of this entire request, and then provide me any HTML code needed to embed into my autoresponder to get the same look. So I've just asked it a bunch of things then, so we'll see what it can actually do. And look at that. Like it's just insane. And this is just one tool that I've shown you. I've got so many others, and I can tell already that I'm going to have to do a part 2 of this webinar because we've been just focusing on a few key things here in just an hour. So this code, I would then just take this. Let me even just show you that. We can either do it in Go High Level, or we can do it in like an autoresponder too. So let me go ahead and actually log into this. Just give me a second here. I'm just getting this up in a different window here, so be patient with me quickly. And I'm going to go here, design content. Okay, now I've got this. I'll drag this back in here. So now we've got this. Let's have a look at this first. So that's kind of an example that we're after and that we can build right now. So how do we do that? Well, we've got the code down here, and we'll see how accurate it is. It's funny. This is what I love about this. I've never done this before, so I'm just literally thinking of new things on the go. But we would copy our image here, copy our text here, and in our autoresponder. And again, because you guys all have access to the free Go High Level system, which has autoresponder sales pages. Integrated social media posting and scheduling for every platform in one suite. You get syndicated text, email, and any form of messaging integrated client, so you can respond to all messages from the one place in the one dashboard. And let's go here. I've just created a blank example, a blank email template. Go back to layout, custom HTML, and then here I want to over here insert that here, and then I want to go like that, and we'll see what the actual imagery layout is. And maybe because I've done the wrong template here, that it's not going to clearly. Let me go up and go preview. And it's not too bad. It just doesn't have the imagery coming. So what I'll test here is I'll just say when I embed this code into a blank template, I get the following. I get the imagery included. I only can see the text background. So let's just see. Welcome email doesn't have good inline sales. So let me just see here what this says. I'll just try this one more time here, but then I'll play around with this for next week to see how I can get it better. So let's just go exit preview, get rid of that. Try that. Still doesn't seem to be doing anything here. But what we can do is go preview anyway. And it just could be just on the desktop option that I'm using. What if I went through Gmail and did this? And I went to, and this is the fun of it. You just play around with things, and you'll get the ability to do it. And you can see with my emails, I always send. I never do any of this fancy stuff. I just like to keep things so plain and simple. I know your time is always valuable. And let me just see, how can I post this into Gmail? Let's just do that. How can I enter this into Gmail? And this could be the other thing that I need to try it afterwards. It says I need to update the image file. And save that and upload it here. But again, you can just ask the questions and it always will give you the steps to anything. So I did use this for absolutely everything I do now, and I encourage you guys to make sure to use it as a, where are we here? To use ChatGPT as something for the whole week, right? As a option for the whole week. So that's one thing we've done here. Now, the next thing I want to do, let's just go through a few other AI tools really, really quickly, because we'll be here forever, just creating things, doing things in just ChatGPT itself. Here's another one called Perchance. So this is another image generator. It uses Stable Diffusion, and it's a really, really cool way at free too, right? And this is a image generator. Now, people have gone on this open source site. You don't need to log in. You don't need any memberships, anything like that. Completely free. And you can say things here like, "Please create for me an image of a mowing of a lawn mower that is green with the John Deere logo on it, and people having a barbecue, drinking, and having fun around it, right? Then I've got the options to add these styles. Now, this isn't the multi-view tone. Let's do it as let's just add it as that art style. These are the styles you can keep it as. So say I want it as like a Disney sketch again. Say I want to go cinematic, portrait, square, landscape, and I can go ahead and hit generate. And it's going to go ahead and create me a bunch of different varying examples of that for free. Now, as I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull out one more example. I want to find that I found. Let me see if I can find a good example of it. While that's playing around, that's what I'm trying to find this example. Here's a link that I want to give you guys too. And this is pretty amazing, this link. So I'm going to add this over here in the chat box for you, sorry, in this document. So this one is going to give you all these other examples of essentially plugins that are made by this company, Perchance, and they all use AI text plugin here. And you can go down here and click on the examples just to see the generators themselves. But the best way I found there's one in here that I was looking at recently. Type in say something like portrait Perchance image generator. Seems to be the one that we're on now. And there's a different variation of it that people have used. And so this is these are all AI generated images here. So I have this example in there, and there's people who've taken this tool and used to create it in so many different ways. And the fun of it is just Googling it on my laptop. I've got the direct links of the ones that I've found that have been my favorite, but I'm on my iMac right now, so I'll make sure to add it to this list. But just let's just go up here and type in something like prompt. Want a portrait of a Thor-looking male on the who's so happy he's just won his latest surf competition. And if his negative prompt means anything you don't want to be included in the image, but you can leave it as that for now. And then you can go generate somewhere here. A lot of this stuff you can just leave as is. And this is, see, and sometimes people make this a bit hard to none. Giant scale resolution. Yeah, so no, it's not doing a random image or whatever. So, oh, there you go. Oh, that's funny. There you go. So he's gonna get randomized. That's pretty funny. So go around and play with the funniest ones of these, and then add your funny ones down to the bottom of the document that I've sent you guys. Oh. But now think about this in a different way. Also, I'll copy this across. Actually, this is where you can find generators that people have made to be custom to specific areas. So I'll write down here saying, see a range of people built generators for all niches. So boom. Now if I'm back over here, I can type in something like, I don't know, marketing. And you can play around with different ones. This is just a random text generator. So if I go to image, that's going to take me back to this page again, which is annoying. But text to image. And you're looking for any Perchance in the above section. Visuals. And you'll find that some of these people make it easier. And this is just going to get generating random images for a specific niche individuals, but you can see the designs change as much as they can, but you can basically play around with a bunch of them, and then just say marketing text to image generator per chance. This is probably going to send me to that random page again. And this is a nice little one that I read on my other computer. Yeah, and the thing is with this one, that I should have mentioned at the start, that with Perchance, it runs off a tool called Stable Fusion, and it basically is going to allow you to create unlimited versions of the exact of things that might be copyrighted inside of ChatGPT. So say I said in ChatGPT, create me a Pokemon, it's not going to do it. Here, it will do it for you. And let me see if I can find a better link here. AI music video generator. Oh, it's going to give me to another article. See, it's so annoying on different browsers. There's different links. I should have been much more prepared in terms of knowing that the way I did it on my MacBook would change to how I'm doing it here with VPNs and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and we'll try this one now as well. And this is what I've been doing the past 3-4 weeks, has been going in and just trying different ones to see which ones are just going to try to charge me. Advertising, education, and the whole goal of this is just try to free product design. I'm going to turn that off for now. I am over 18, but enthusiast, professional, and this is the difference that you'll find with paid versions of things versus not. Let's just get image creation real quickly, and they got motion, which is the next kind of way they're turning these into video. Let's just go. I'm just going to go no. Reset. Let's go anime. Anime background. Fast. Number of images for private mode. Advanced settings. Now we can go. All right, we've got that presets. So let's just say I want a Pokemon style logo generator that will help me logo for my marketing agency called Luke's Cards. And you can see I've got 10 credits here. It's going to probably allow me to do it once, and then it's going to charge me ongoing. But I don't mind doing these free trials so you can see which ones you like. And that's the way a lot of these tools will work, is you then need to buy tokens to actually have things be made. And you can see that's all right, but it's not the best. If I went over here and I said, create me a Pokemon style logo for my card shop, Luke's Cards. And this is around realistic portrait, so I don't think this one's going to do that good, but let's go to the other ones that we've got here. Add style, your name. Let's go multi-view, number of images. I want to get 11. Let's go animate. Portrait, let's go square. Let's see what we can generate here. So it looks like it's generating me cards, and that's most likely due to some of these, probably the multi-view one here. Let me just go back to complete square one. You can see Luke's cards shop. And yeah, these could be logos to design work, the wallpapers inside the store, whatever it might be. Now change it from Luke's cards to Luke Card Shop. And the fun thing with this is you can just play around with it and change the art style from one to another. What's up, Lindsay? No problem at all. And where do you find the list? I've got the list up here in the chat box. I'm going to share it again with you guys now. And then down here, we're going to add it down here for you, hit send. That's so funny. Oops. I'm going to type in Luke's Fun Store. And so again, this one perchance versus this one, no, not this one, versus this one here. And let's change this from anime to vintage style icon. And that's what's annoying with a lot of these different sites, is that a lot of them will cost a bit of money. Here's what I'm going to say. I want to generate a logo for my company. Company that sells reused vintage bags. And it'll make you join them, and then you end up with so many bloody emails coming through that it can be so annoying, because most of them just don't work. I now have to do this again. I want to generate images for vintage bags. And see, it's got one section here, so it's got 4 credits, but this is just using the same free perchance text to image generator, and it takes way longer, and it's going to use my 30 coins I have available. This is going to cost me 4 coins, and then I'll need to buy more, which can be really, really annoying. So I only use one of the more expensive ones if you're planning on doing image AI generating for an actual product sale, not for just random bits and pieces, in my opinion. So what I want to do is I want to keep things moving here. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys access to this one as well. We're going to touch the base on this now. We'll go more into this in the next webinar because I want to give you guys just as much value here as I can. But this one's called Agent GPT. Again, we can just do this right out the gate. So you can say create me an agent and it'll basically do it for free. So, and you can create a free account so you can save your agent. And what I mean by agent is say something like, I want to create an agent named Luke's helper who I can even just type in Luke's helper. The goal is I want it to check in with me every day with the notes, with seeing how I am feeling, and if I have done my 10-minute meditation, whatever it might be, gym/work, work mindfulness training. I don't do this, but maybe after this I just might do it. I can go ahead and go, it's going to make me that sign in to deploy the agent. And again, I reckon I've deleted 150 over the past 2-3 weeks of random tools like this, but this is one that I was using. And then it does all the things that it'll do, the tasks that it'll add. So we go and it'll create all of that. I can let that run in the background where I'll then go over here and you can see there's so many different types of templates of things it can do for you. So if you're needing help to plan travel, if you need help to check out a brand's performance, so we can have a look at that in a second. You can actually look through your reports for you. It can grab and summarize data from any website. Create engaging hashtags for your social media posts. And there's more and more that you can search for, but let's go back and have a look. So now we're good to go. We've now created our first ChatGPT, or our first agent GPT bot, which is cool. Now I'll go into how to use these, but these are all pretty self-explanatory once you're inside of it. The summary run I got here, this is a made, so it'll, I don't know if you can hear that, but it basically will, I'll put this in the text as well. This is a place where you can create different music generated, so jingles and whatnot. Let's touch back here again. If I change this effect to being, you can change the angle of it. So let's go wide angle, and we're going to change it to a Disney sketch. And these are images that you can then use on websites, on web pages, anything like that. So since we've done that, I'm going to send this link here in the chat box. And then I'm going to send our page where you guys are posting and sharing your actual examples. If you can use that example to actually design and create
your own imagery and then add it into this chat box over the next maybe 3 to 5 minutes, that would be awesome. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to create a live AI support chatbot as our final thing that we'll do today, that can answer any and all of your questions that come into any website. You can sell this as a service to others. I'm going to give you a free tool to do that. But just right now, go and play with that. Perchance it's in the chat box on the side. You've got access to this page here. And just go ahead and paste in your examples and paste in the prompt that you've entered to get it that designed. I'll be back in just about 2 or 3 minutes there, just because I've got my food delivery guy here. He's going to come in about 40 minutes from now. So give me 1 second. I'll get the food put in and I'll be back. All right, guys. So sorry about that. It's just been one of those days so far. My bad on that. So, if you're still here, let me know. Right? Hi in the chat. I promise that won't happen again. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm normally happy when people are early. This is the one time I never want things to pop up and I have to go down and get them. And yeah, anyway, apologize for that. But let's see what you guys have got. Hey, awesome. Let's see what you guys have created. No one's posted anything else, unfortunately. Or if you got it copied, let me go ahead and copy this link again, add it in the chat box on the side. I did send it. So in the chat box and go to webinar, you can get that link. And you can go from there and post it down here. I'll come back here in a minute if you guys do find anything to post. But I guess the concept is of how can we actually then take this information and you guys might be on this page, that's why. I just didn't want everyone's art to be put on this same page here that we're doing the text notes on, or anyone to delete anything by accident. So that's why I gave you the different link. But think about use cases of just what we've shown you so far. The use cases might be something like creating imagery and using it on site on prints on demand sites. So for those that don't know what print on demand is, I'll show you a few examples. So like say t-shirts, clothes, mugs, etc. Books. Pillowcases, anything you can imagine. Let's even ask ChatGPT, because as I said, use ChatGPT instead of Google. I could say, great. On another question, can you please give me an example of the top print on demand sites that are perfect for beginners to create an online offer with minimal funds to start. I'm not saying that you guys have minimal funds, just wanting to find the best ways that we can get it done as simply as possible when trying to figure out what we want to do online. And you can see it's browsing the internet down here. So let's have a look at this one. Let's pull up a few of these and see what they got. Wonderful. So Printify sounds cool because it'll take you around to the best, or it gives you access to the network of all different products, and it'll work best on your nations. That's kind of cool. Redbubble. This one's water bottles, shirts. So basically, we can take any imagery that we design, chuck it on these actual sites here, and then let's go gelato. See, it's funny how they don't give you links for it, but let's see if I've got it up here. Oh, these are scanning the actual best of sites. It's showing me where it found them from. Let's go here. Let's say Printiful. Okay, let me say, can you give me the links to these different print on demand sites? So now basically what we just did is we've had ChatGPT go through Google, go through all of the comparison sites, and then give us a list of what they've then found from looking at multiple that they think is best. So Printful is they reckon the top one. And type something in like poster. So this would be something that we could create and then chuck our designs into there that we then created and then sell that as an actual poster. So we could get those directly into something like Stable Fusion, not Stable Fusion, this, and type something like, in design me a artwork that would look beautiful in a super modern minimalist house that uses a lot of pastel colors. Then I would take that from Disney sketch to digital painting maybe. And you can change this from 6 to 15, generate. Let's see what we got. Inside of a frame to be hung in a take inspiration from top designed, top modern art examples. I'll let them run. Let's see what other. And again, this is where you need to get your the texting right, because it's just reading what I'm saying and trying to include those items in. So there's actually another tool on here for free as well that can help you generate the prompt. But let me say, even if I delete this, I can hit this button here and say modern art, minimalist art, pastel colors. We can let it design what we want to say. See, it's much nicer than what I've written. Some of these look kind of cool, don't they? And here in the description, I can say no humans. And I'll change this to a landscape maybe. And again, this is just one of the many different perchance AI image generators. So I could go and find some more right now while that loads. Where were we? I still put humans in here. So sometimes you're going to do a bit of playing around, but you can see some of these would look really, really clean. and I can say something like I can favorite that if I've got an account. I can save all these images to my device. I can save it to a gallery so I can look at them at a later date. I've got the actual chat up here. Humans, people, outlines of people. You know, I have to make sure this is of a landscape only. A location shot of a place one wishes they could visit. And again, this might be because this is a face generated, this one here. Now, I must say as well on this, should have said it earlier, that if you type in something too rude, it will go ahead and I'll ask you if you're 18 and it will generate explicit content too if you select it to. So just be careful if you ever do turn that on. But you can see here we're getting somewhere now with more beautifully designed images like these different examples here. So, and then what you can even do is go, okay, I like this, and I can save that image, and you can take that into, I'll save it properly, into ChatGPT, and then we can upload that image from minimalist art. Why does it pop up here? Showcase. I'm just going to drag this to the desktop now and see if we can find it that way. There. And I can say here, hey there, please look at this and create 4 other examples of variations of this scene. Feel free to make it ultra modern. And this is where you can say, add a steampunk style to it, add a cyberpunk style to it, add a deer in the middle. You can, and this is where you can play around with it. This is to be printed out and hung in a frame. So please focus on creating beautiful scenery in a painted style that creates a sense of excitement and calmness at the same time. And you can go ahead and do that right away. And it's done 4 different examples for me there. And I did it in one single piece. Can you break this photo into 4 single photos of the examples? And you can see it's not as detailed in some ways, and it starts to look a bit more blocky. And it says that image examples are not showing. That's okay. Can you show just one of these and make it really stand out as a oil painting example? And if this ever happens, you can always go regenerate. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. Next week, I'll just have these things done in advance since you've seen how I do it now, so I can just run through actual chats and examples for you. See, error loading. So sometimes it has a problem, so you've got to keep trying. Sometimes it's got a bit of an issue. I'll say, can you send me a direct link to view this image? Sometimes these fail too. Yeah, file not found. So that's all right. What we can also do is go back to ChatGPT. And on the side here, we've got these different GPTs that I've added in the past. So now this is where things can get taken to a whole nother level as well. So this is where third-party people have gone ahead and used these functions to create things for you that are so easy to do. And you can see the rating of them all. So a lot of them don't have the best. On this one uses DAL-E to actually generate. So we can let's just even give that a go. But you can see, depending on what it is you're wanting to do, there's so many different options in different sections here of different AI examples. Now, let's just go ahead, see if we can use the image generator here. Create me a pastel minimalist image to be printed onto a poster. And even if you write spelling mistakes, it will still understand what you mean. Now, one other thing I didn't mention with this as well is with this new version, you can actually go ahead and download to your desktop ChatGPT, which unlocks even more functions, which again, I'll share next week. You can see this is pretty rubbish, and I'll go ahead and I'll upload that example. I was thinking something more along the lines of this style. And you can grab your favorite images and Google images and upload them of what you're trying to recreate. It's a great way so you can create content that's completely yours, that you can use. You have the rights to use it. You can see, and you can start to get better and better and better. So that is that there. What I might do quickly here instead of image generator, one thing I know a lot of you do use is Canva. Canva, if you haven't used it, I'll send a link to it later. If you haven't got it yet, I can get you a free trial of it. But where do we have Canva? Start chat. Hi there. I am wanting a promotional email designed for my company. Is there someone here that has a website that you can give me of your business or any business that you want me to do it of? Just drop a link of a business in the chat, and I can go ahead and add this across. And then we're going to quickly build our AI chatbot, and then we're going to be done for today's training. So you can shoot that through to me, anyone's email. Otherwise, I'll just find one in Google here somewhere. Let me go ahead and just, otherwise I'll use, where's a decent looking one? Maybe we can use this one here. All right, no one's wanting to share. That's okay. I'm going to add this one down here. I want you to look at this website and design a beautifully designed email. That goal is to get people to try the free trial.
and give me the code to implement into my page builder. I'll implement into my autoresponder. Or just key points. Free. The company site is to grab this info, and I'll let you decide. So now it's talking to my Canva subscription, which again, I think it's $10 a month or something. It's not expensive, but there's a free trial link that I'll get to you guys and send it to you. Let's go have a look. Again, there's so many different ones of these that I don't want you guys going and grabbing all the different plugins and having to pay for things, or give it a hope that they're free, then they're not. So here, and then I can just go ahead and edit and change any of this stuff that I need. I can then add this image into my email autoresponder, and that's pretty cool. And I'll say, you can say, can you create me a business card for the brand? And also create me free social media posts for Instagram using information found from our Instagram and Facebook accounts. So what does that? I'm going to go ahead and have a look at what they've done here in Canva for this. And I can change this information, I'm sure I can. And here as well, just I guess it's telling me I'm going to have to copy it across, which is annoying, but so it would have looked at the Instagram and built these out. So decent. But I'll go more into some better examples next week with the Canva stuff because it is really powerful. But let's go into the final option here. And where's the McGuire? Chat. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'll drop this link in the chat. I sent this in the email address, in the end of the last email, sorry. It's called and what I love about this is that I can go, this is a free trial here, I put it in the chat box below. It's just go high level / Luke M. I can click out of some of these now. Where are we? Here. And I think this here is going to give you 30 days free. And again, look, what it does is to get access, their whole goal, and it's been totally transparent, is they'd love you to use their service forever. It basically puts 15 tools. I'll just show you all these different tools that you would see down here, from ClickFunnels, Wix, any autoresponder, MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber, all those different tools, survey programs, pipeline tools like Pipedrive, Twilio, so to SMS marketing and the tools that are there, booking appointment apps, membership sites like Teachable.com is like, I think it's like $300-400 a month, and just creates membership sites. Social media management, so you can manage every single post from every single place in one dashboard. You can post to you once, so like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and always have that your posts going out to all of the platforms. Does all of this in one software suite. And the kicker to this is that I've been able to get you guys unlimited white label license keys, which essentially means you can take this software, and the software looks like this. Like, and again, from when you sign up for the trial, you get an agency site like this, where you can add in different sub accounts for different clients. You can see here, I've got dentists, I've got real estate agents, I've got life coaches, I've got painters, I've got people in different industries, and it creates them their own sub account. What a sub account looks like is this, and they can connect all this information here. So everything works in the one system. You don't need these 15 different tools that again would cost over $7,000 a month if you got each one of these. You can just have this, and it's $297 a month, but I'm giving you guys 30 days to use it absolutely free. And the white label part means you can take out, see, I've changed it here briefly, or basically with my logo, but you can change everything, the colors of the sides, everything, and this tool then becomes yours. And more importantly, you can create license keys that you can give away, you can sell, you can rent. And in the simplest form, if you find any local clients that are using even just one or two of these tools in their business, which is not hard to find because the majority of businesses do have a way to contact their customers and do have a way to, I guess, text their customers or get in touch with them, and have some form of CRM that manages different customers that come into their shops and websites. Most of them do have a website builder, or they pay someone thousands of dollars to run the website. So by implementing this, it gets rid of all of that. What I should mention as well is, if you go to this page here, and I know a lot of you have seen this before, for 30-day trial, and then here for our 12 plus VIP webinars. So with this, you can go back and you can see all of our webinars that we've done. We did this over 3 months. At the bottom is the beginning, and we can scroll up through each of the trainings that we've done, taking you through how to use this, and more importantly, how to sell it, how to sell those keys to local businesses. I'm about to start this series up again. We'll start from the basics, but we're going to be, instead of framing it as purely selling license keys, we're going to frame it as how you can use it in your business for you, and get the most out of your business to essentially have leads coming in, be automated, get reached out to, feel responded to. And a lot's changed even from when I did these webinars maybe 3 or 4 months ago, for our VIP members. But I closed down the actual free access to it, right? So now it's back up. If you jump in, I will see it. I'm giving you guys 30 days free trial. It will ask you for your credit card details, essentially, to be totally transparent. Their goal is they want you to become a customer with them for a long time. But if you want to cancel at any time prior to the 30 days ending, just simply reach out to them and say, hey, I don't want to be a part of this. They're not going to try to keep you there. You can even do it. You can even cancel yourself inside very, very easily. It's they're valued over $1 billion now, and that's gone up from like a 600 million maybe 6 months ago. So everyone's going to use them, and it's because they have such a good eye at seeing what works. They then implement these tools, every tool that you could need, into one suite. It's essentially killing every other product out there that just does one thing. And this is where the market's going, into super apps. And at one time or another, you will be using some form of super app, whether it's this one, the leading one, or whether it's a variant that might not do as many things. But you will be using one because these other businesses are just going to get pushed out for not giving enough value and charging so much money, and so they should. That's where technology is at now.
I'm also going to add in all the bonuses as well too. So all you need to do is go to gohighlevel/Luke McGuire, /Luke M, gohighlevel/Luke M, or gohighlevel.com/Luke M. Hit the start the free trial button, enter your details here, step 1, step 2, let's say enter credit card details. And again, you're not going to get charged a single dollar. If you want to cancel it on the 30th day, you still can, and you won't be charged anything ever. But you do get all of the unlimited upsells. You get all the high ticket courses that are normally $500-600. I think they sell them internally for. You get my full VIP training and everything. You get all my webinars, and it's just a really cool tool to be using, because they when things happen in the market, they implement it and they don't charge you any more money, right? So it's that simple. So the goal is for everyone that jumps in on that over the next 30 days, you'll have multiple clients that are paying you. You need one client to cover your monthly cost on this after the 30 days. So it's really, really no-brainer. I've seen more people get success with this than anything else in the past year. So yeah, check it out. But so this is where the sub-accounts for your clients or even your business would go. So for me, under sites here, this would be the page builder, where I can go websites, funnels, ClickFunnels replica essentially. Membership sites, if I want to just quickly create a membership site, which I might do for this content if you guys are interested. If you guys would like an AI membership where you can just go in and watch short form videos on how to do different things, let me know in the chat, because I might even try create that for next week. But because it's super easy to do, I'm going to go back here. Sorry. We want to go to Conversation AI for our final piece here. Now, this is just one tool that's inside of Go High Level that you can use right now inside of your free trial. So what we're going to do is go ahead, go autopilot, and we want a live chat bot for Instagram and just for our website live chat. Let me get rid of the Instagram one for now. And we want to go to bot trial. So configure the client itself. So there's two options here. We can go ahead and have an appointment booking, or we can have a edit our support and general question bot here. So and we can actually create as many bots as we want. And we can go ahead and create. Let me go ahead. That's what we need to do. Let's just go Facebook on a live chat one. Chat widget, SMS chat. Let's just go over to configuring our settings. And we can go ahead and edit our prompt. And we've got templates up here that we can use as well, like an IT support. So we can say you work for, and it's a business name that we've set up for this sub-account. We want to assist customers by referencing our wiki. Always maintain human assistance. And basically, depending on the details you've set up under your sub-account, so your website, your social media, any information you provided it, and we've got the goal here set to this, and anything else the bot needs to know, we can go ahead and add that information in. So say the payment link is going to be you can see here what it should know, and we can add in other things here, rules to follow. We can say the goal is to try get people to sign up to the free trial throughout the service. Okay, add a custom value of a cancellation link. I said you cannot help with appointment bookings and whatnot. So let's go save and go over the bot training here. And we can go and add in question and answers. So what question and answers do we want our bot to actually ask on the specific page, right? And we've uploaded a bunch of links up here as well previously. So we've gone ahead and actually filled this bot out. So it's probably actually better if I just quickly run you through a really, really quick new one. I thought I hadn't done one for mine yet, but I must have done a webinar recently where I've done that. Let's just go to this painter one. We can go here, save. I'm going to say I want to create a live chat. And we're going to say the general questions, and you can test it this way too. Let's go to bot training, enter a URL. Let's say the URL is, let's go for a painter's website. They're doing ads, so they might have a nice website. It's basic, but it'll do. Back into our, it's going to go scan that website. And it's basically learning everything about the business based on what's on that website itself. And it might take a minute to do, but while it does that, I'm looking at the comments here saying, yeah, it'd be good if I can do a short form version. Yeah, of course I will. And then I can also go all URLs with the path, all URLs in this domain. And that's the exact URL. So now I'm going to go all URLs in that domain. So I'm going to have it go out and crawl all of the different pages here. And down the bottom here, I can add in facts, frequently asked questions, which it should know if it's on my website, but I can say, do you do free quotes? No, unfortunately not. But since we always want to do our best, we will be happy to do this for you. I might say usually no. No, due to time wasters. I'm just say usually no. Save. And then it's going ahead and view all the pages that it's gone through. So you can see it's gone through all of the different websites. It's gone through the actual pages on the site. So I'll select all of those, paint the bot on those pages. And then if I wanted to, when that's happening, I can go over to this section here, and I can go have a basic general and answer plot, support a general answer, or I can have an appointment booking bot, which I might want to have here. So I can say pick a calendar, painters. Says don't book the appointment, only send a booking link. I like to do this because when we create calendars inside of Go High Level, we can just send them the link that it creates, or the chatbot can, to book an actual appointment of different examples that we've created. But if we don't have this on, the bot will go back and forward and say, hey, what about Tuesday and Thursday? Do you have any free time between 10 and 6 and 4 and 2? And it'll try to like take him through 1,000 options when we can just give him the direct link, and he can choose what works best for him without him having to think about it. So is that bot trained yet? Yes. So bot trial and say, hey there, can you tell me a little bit about your business? Awesome. I am needing to get a quote done on my house. Something you offer. So you can see here, I haven't included this actual task to take us to make bookings for our free trial. And then I can say you can only new bookings. Cool. Anything the option no. Yeah, so rules to follow. Stay clear. See the conversation back to business related topics. The customer says, do not let the conversation go astray. Conversation flow. Question. And then this is where we can add in multiple questions here before it actually, so I can say if I wanted a question that might want to I guess, pre-test if they're going to be a good customer or not, saying, is your house over 15 years old? Is your house has your house got any form of paint protection? I'm going to save that for now. And then I can enable that, save that. Set the calendar. See, I forgot to save all of this before. And then we can go back to the bot training, bot trial. I'm going to copy this again. Oh, that's because I've chosen the wrong bot here. So here, appointment bot booking. Hey there, bot. Can you help me get a free quote? Sure thing. Did you have it 15 years old? Yes. Yes. And yes, I want to book an appointment. See, and now it's going ahead and going the other way. See, it's giving me the times that I've got set up. I went back over here and I said, don't allow to book. We could then go back into the bot training and say, I want a free quote. Perfect, please use a link. And then they will be given this hyperlinked. They can go in, boom. And then this way you can get people responding 24/7 to what it is that they're asking the instant they contact you, because normally people contact multiple businesses. Whoever gets back to them first or even second sometimes will usually get the job. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Awesome. Now, what I should do to finally actually show you how to implement this is, now we've got that inside of Go High Level, we have the ability to then go bot settings. Go 1 minute. I can say 30 seconds before second. I'm going to say 15 seconds before responding. And we'll say maximum messages a bot can send to a contact. So we say 10. 10. So that basically this means it's going to send less. It's going to try to keep the conversation and get to the goal within 10 message responses back and forward. It'll always try to get it done as quickly as possible. And if it goes longer than that, it will pause because it costs maybe 1 cent or 2 cents, depending on the length of the responses, right? So there's ways that we can upgrade that to be more and to get more efficient with it. But in terms of the basics of it, this is how easy it is to do. And then we got the bot configuration. It's all there, good to go. Now all we need to do is go to a page. Let's go to a page here. To install this on an actual site, let's go to our membership sites. And again, when you get the free trial, you'll get all of these different templates that I'll be sharing with you. Let's go Painters 2. About us, let's just edit this page. And we can go ahead. Let's just do it somewhere here. They've changed this subsection that recently here, so if not, I'm going to go back and see where they've changed it to. You'll see if you've watched our recent ones, this is a real recent change of them actually changing things up here to insert sections. So if I go to my other example, which I did earlier for you guys on Luke McGuire, and we can go to marketing sites. And let's see, let me have a look at what page we did this on. And we did this on down here. I just want to pull up 20 different pages to find out which page I installed this on, but let me go and find the site. Because it's under the chat widget itself. And we've installed it on this page somewhere, I believe. So let me go ahead and preview this. If not, I'll just go ahead and do it. Oh, there it is. So not sure if you guys can see this in the chat box down here. Go ahead to this page here, and while you do that, click on this icon down here, enter something about yourself, and I'll show you how instantly will work, and then it'll bring you over to the actual page itself. Let me go, because I've got a feeling I might have done it in this header. Oh, there we go, custom JavaScript.
Yeah, the chat widget here. So now that's probably again just me just overlooking it as I sometimes do. That's where I thought it was. You go conversation AI. And child. I'll find it for the next training for you guys. So wherever they've moved it to now, and that's the thing that can be frustrating with this is they'll move things around and you won't be able to find them later. So that's all good, Tim. But basically I'll get this link of where this actual live chat widget is and where we can pull that actual code from, because it seems to have disappeared from me. Yeah, I can't see it here, so I'll go and find it. It'll be right in front of me somewhere. So annoying, but from there we will be good to go. All right, so in saying that, I'm going to make a much cleaner webinar training for next week. I've planned it differently today, but some things took longer than I thought they would, and then I was interrupted a million times. So I hope that was all good for you guys. I know we've been going on for some time on tonight's training. Next week won't be as long. We'll be rapid fire on it, but I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have, please go and just get the free trial on this on Go High Level. It helps me. Honestly though, even if you go and pick it up from just their actual website, gohighlevel.com, you can do that too. The link here isn't, it's just this one here though. If you go to their website, they give you a 14-day free trial. I highly recommend just getting the 30 days because there's no difference in price. So you can get 30 days from me, and it helps me out on that too, and it helps me continue to do more cool stuff like this. So if there's something you want, I get a percentage of the sale, being totally transparent. If you do decide to use it in future, if you don't, that's totally fine as well. It's my goal to help get you guys results in the coming weeks, and I'm going to be using Go High Level for everything for my business. So you won't see me promoting different autoresponders and different page builders and different things like that of these core function tools. All you will see is me going and giving the most value I can with having you guys spend the least amount of money and have systems that work together. One of the coolest things about this product is that you can essentially you can do so much. So don't be overwhelmed. You don't need to do everything this tool does, but it gives you the options to do everything, right? And having everything in one system, in one platform where it all talks together is just so important. If you're bored over the next week, or even if you're not bored and you just want to really get ahead, go to my actual page here. Mr. Luke McGuire, there we go. Put a link in the chat box now. You'll be able to see all these trainings. I've opened up the link. You'll get the VIP courses. You'll actually get a month free of Go High Level. You can cancel any of these subscriptions you might have, and I just recommend doing it. In saying that, guys, I will touch base in the coming days. I've got a lot of goodies coming from me for you. I only covered maybe a third of the tools I wanted to share today, but I'm not going to. At 2 hours, I know my brain gets exhausted. At 2 hours 30 or wherever we're at now, it's definitely time for a rest. You've done the hard work. I appreciate you. I will see you all in the next training. All right. Any questions? Send me an email. Just reply to the emails that I've sent for today's training, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, guys. Bye.